Let me show you how to properly set up and use any Blink doorbell. I will show you how to connect it to your phone, also how to pair a sync module with it, also how to use a local storage if you want to record videos to flash drive, for example, instead of paying the monthly fee for the Blink. Also, if you have the wired version, I will also show you how to wire it up, how to connect, install it, mount, and essentially everything you need to know about it. And first, how to install and mount it. So there are actually multiple different types of Blink cameras. So we have Blink cameras that can run only from batteries. Also then we have some Blink doorbells that have to be wired inside and they do not have batteries. So those are the cheapest ones. And also, for example, we have these new models that can both run from batteries and also we can wire them inside as well. And essentially run from dual power source or simply choose from which power source we want to run it. So if you have the battery one, if you want the easiest setup, so simply pop in your batteries and you see then you have this mounting plate. If you're wondering also how does the mounting plate gets removed from the camera, so see on the bottom we can simply push it in, maybe with a screwdriver or a key essentially, and see it essentially pops out. And to install the base plate, if you're installing it maybe on a wooden door, so you can literally just take the base plate, take a bunch of screws, drive them through the holes and it's installed. If you're installing it maybe on a brick or concrete, also inside the box you have this guide, so you can simply push that guide wherever you want to install your doorbell. Take a drill, simply make holes in this, so through the paper, and then you can essentially install plugs inside the hole and drive it through that way. But yeah, if you are installing it essentially on a wooden piece, maybe like a wooden door frame or wherever, so see if you simply screw this down, and it's pretty much done. So you see also on the top of the bell we have this groove. It simply sits on this part of it. So we simply arrange it like this, in this angle, sit it on this tiny thing, and then simply push together. And you see it locks inside and it's now very, very secure. If you want to remove it, you can take maybe like a key or screwdriver and essentially pop it out. Also obviously hold, otherwise it might run away from you. And if you have the wired version, so after you remove your old doorbell from the wall, you should get access to two leads where we can actually connect this doorbell, and it connects to these screws. And there are two different ways how to attach the leads. What I see most people do is they simply screw out the screw a bit. Maybe you can make a tiny loop out of the cable like this, and then we simply kind of wrap it around the screw here and simply screw it down. But in my opinion this is not that secure. What I like to actually do, I like to completely remove my screw, so simply screw it all the way out, so make a tiny loop out of it, take your screw and simply wrap it around the screw like this. Then we simply want to screw it back in by holding it like this. Simply arrange it here. And then let's simply screw it inside with all the wire. And this method is actually way more secure, so it won't go anywhere if you accidentally pull it. And also it creates much better contact as well. So on the other cable end as well, make a loop, get it on the screw so it's secure. And job done. So see, this is very secure now and all good. Also, if you're wondering which lead has to be connected to which screw, then for doorbells it doesn't matter because they do not care about polarity. Also, this is not 220 or 110 voltage that's actually coming from the wires from your old doorbell. This is simply step down to around 12 to maybe 30 volts, depending on what kind of system you have. So again, these wires actually go to the doorbell transformer. So there is like transformer box, and yeah, once it's connected, simply push it on and simply screw it down. On the other side, as you see, you have these two like metal connectors. So as you basically close the doorbell, this is going to connect over here to these tabs, and that's how it's being powered. And then let's connect and pair it with your phone and also the sync modules. So first go in the App Store or Apple Store and download the Blink Home Monitor app. And then there are two different ways how to connect these cameras. So if you have the wired version, which doesn't have batteries, so no battery version, you can also connect it directly without a sync module, since it has got internal Wi-Fi. So it can connect directly to your Wi-Fi signal without using a sync module. But obviously there are disadvantages. You can also use a wired version with a sync module as well if you want. But yeah, if you have the battery version, you need to have a sync module. There is no way how to do that then. So yeah, let's pair it using a sync module. So first we have to actually do that. So click this plus here and click sync module. As you see, on these modules you have a QR code on the back that you want to scan. So I'm simply pointing it. As you see, it's reading it. It will ask to create a system name. So name is something. Click discover device and make sure it's blinking like this. So blinking blue plus constant green. On this one it's the same. Yep, let's join its Wi-Fi network. And also we are going to need to provide our Wi-Fi network details to it. So it essentially works as a standalone device. It connects to the internet and does everything for you. So click on your Wi-Fi and enter its password. Also, these Blink cameras only can run on 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi. If you can't find your Wi-Fi network here, make sure your router is set to work at 2.4 GHz instead of 5 or 6 GHz. Okay, so see the sync module is added. And next we need to add the doorbell. So click here, click the doorbell, and you see we also have a QR code here. Pointing my camera at the QR code, it reads, and we can add it. Yep, discover device, and again make sure it's blinking red. So you see it blinks here. Yeah, if you're wondering what is the difference between the various sync modules, then when it comes to performance, there's really no difference between this cheapo core and this sync module too. Advantage of this one obviously is we can simply connect a flash drive and use it without paying the stupid monthly fees. So you see it's added, you can name it. It will also kind of show you a guide on how to install it, but we already did that. And then you see all done. And then if someone presses the doorbell, I see it rings, and also on your phone you should get a notification shortly. So see, if you click on the notification, we can open up the live view and see who's actually at our door. So see how cool this is. Yep. Also see you have option to save. So this live session. Also, if you click over here, you can talk through the camera. So it has got a speaker and microphone. So if you click here, hey, what's up? So you can essentially talk with the other person who's on the other end. Yeah, standing at your doorbell. If you click more, you see you can also manage some more settings. If you want to end, simply close it. And also at any time, so if you want to view the camera of your doorbell, even if no one rings it, you can go, so open up the Blink app and simply click on the camera here. And you see it also will load the live mode shortly. So you see, we can also see what's currently happening at our door at any time. Also, these cameras have got motion detection as well. So if someone walks past it or in front of it, it will also record and instantly send you a notification on your phone. So if you want to do that, so see you have this disarmed and armed option. So you want to set it on armed. So it will enable the motion detection. And yeah, if it detects motion, so see we have this light, that means it has detected motion. Also, we should see briefly notification on our phone. So see we have the notification, so we can check the video who was at our door essentially. Yeah, so very advanced camera overall. And if you want to see all the videos that this camera has recorded, you can simply go in the clips here and you have all the videos available here. So you can click on them and so essentially see the video here. Okay. Also, you have the send button here on the top. If you click that, you can save it also to your phone storage. And yeah, also absolutely great thing about these Blink doorbells compared to the Ring, for example, is we can actually connect USB flash drive and essentially use it without the stupid monthly subscription. So if you want to do that, you have two options. Either you can get the Blink Sync module 2, or there is another newer module called Sync Module XR. Also, we have the XR Plus, which has got like antennas for extra range. So which module actually is the best overall for your Blink doorbell? So I would actually say probably this one. Even though it isn't the newest, it's actually fairly affordable, especially in the used market. If you go on eBay, so in the refurbished market, you can pick up these for maybe like $15. So you see how fast you can actually earn back the monthly subscription. So again, yeah, essentially as soon as you insert your flash drive, also make sure to format your flash drive before you insert it. You should see notification on your phone once it's done. So once it's connected, so if you opened up, it says USB drive connected, and it can also show you how much we are currently using from the storage. You can also click here on the sync module. I see you have various settings, including the local storage stuff here as well. And yeah, essentially, if you do not pay for the cloud subscription storage, anytime, for example, someone presses a bell, instead of it recording it to the cloud storage, it will simply record it to the flash drive. Or also, yeah, when you actually see the live mode, when you want to save the video, it will save it straight away to the flash drive. So if you use videos from the flash drive again, it will appear here as well. Or also you can take out the flash drive, connect to your PC. So if you connect the flash drive to your PC, for example, I see it simply creates the folders for the videos, and it creates for each day a new folder. So you can easily see your videos. So you can open up. So yeah, and use them instantly. And finally, if you also want to maybe change some other settings, you can simply click these three dots here, click device settings. For example, if you click here, so you see you have pretty much everything here. Also, you can disable the lights if needed. Different motion settings, for example, so sensitivity to it. And also we can set up like motion zones here as well. So you can also, for example, only choose some areas from the camera that you can use and simply ignore the rest. So it won't like send you like needless notifications. Also you can change video quality here. Also I suggest to go over here and change the motion clip length to the maximum possible, so 30 seconds. Otherwise I find it's way too short. So only 10 seconds by default. Click save here. So this must have thing to change. And also these cameras have got night vision as well, so they can see in the dark. So by default it's on auto, but if you want, for example, run the night vision all times, you can also click here. So yeah, absolutely awesome. And also on a lot of these cameras, you can also connect the chime as well. So you have the settings for it here as well. I see you can also, for example, use a Blink Mini. So for example, one of these mini ones as a chime as well, which is also a kind of cool feature. And as you see, overall the camera actually is very advanced. Okay, good luck.